Okay, so still in the sewers, but we just found a map. Do we get to use that anytime we want? Yes, we can. So we're going to be headed down to number 3 over there, where tunnels to the underhalls. That's where Black Market's supposed to be. So we're right here, right now in the middle. So I'm going out that way, then down that way. Okay, so south it is. That would be that little stairway up that we're standing right next to there, so just keep going that way. Oh, I guess this would be the chalk arrow. No, that was something else, wasn't it? The arrows being written on the wall, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, the tunnel ahead is dark and narrow and seems to be a pre-imperial construction. Rats scuttle in and out, and ahead you can see it branching in multiple directions. If you proceed, you must keep your wits and sense of direction about you. Haha. A large octagonal chamber with 4 exits. The one leading north stinks of sewage and leads back to the sewer tunnels. A chalk arrow is drawn on the wall leading west. So, here we go again. Gotta do the math. Okay, so chalk arrow is drawn north leading west. So we want to go west. Oh, sorry, north is back to the sewers. So.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
Okay, so west. A junction where 3 tunnels converge, written on the walls of chalk in the graffiti. The Rat Queen rules here. The exit to the east smells of faintly of sewage. That's the way we came. So east, south, farther west. So west it is. I think. This room is a dead end. Written on the walls of chalk and is in the graffiti. Esteban is a donkey. Okay. Okay, so we're back east of there, so I guess we're going south. Fairly large vaulted chamber with 4 exits. The floor seems sticky with some kind of slimy mold that appears to be spreading from a large drain. So we've got north, east, south, west. Let's see if this holds up. So we're going to go back east and see if these rooms are laid out on the graph paper or not. Large square chamber with 4 central pillars. A skeleton corpse sits leaning up against one of the pillars. We got north, west, east. Let's go south. The dead end, nothing to see here. Let's go east then. Chamber where the workstone of the eastern wall. Workstone of the eastern wall, I think, was collapsed, causing dirt and rocks to spill into the room. The wet stench of mold hangs thick in the air. Tunnels exit to the north and west. That is. Tall chamber with a tapering ceiling. A beam of light shines down from above, illuminating a piece of chalk graffiti. Magi have no balls, but fuck us nonetheless. Okay. Exit leads south and west, and the one towards the west stinks of sewage. So everything's working out so far. So the west. Bend 2. So we want to go east again, south. North and west. Large square chamber with 4 central pillars. The skeletal corpse is still in the midst of it. Such language by these people. Were they raised in the sewers or something? Apparently. Let's go west. Sticky with some kind of slimy mold. Oh, I think I'm running in circles here. And tunnel leads south or east. Drawn on the walls of vulgar graffiti of 2 naked male forms that appear to be wrestling. This looks like they're wrestling. Let's go south. Circular chamber with 3 exits. One to the west opens up into a larger lit passage. There's the underhalls. So we've entered into the underhalls of Horan. Faint music can be heard ahead, and the air smells of spice and perfume. Sounds pleasant. Hold it, comes a shout from the shadows ahead. Move any closer and you'll have no more. Or move no more. You can just make out the faint silhouettes of a group of armed warriors. Forgive me, I'll leave. You have no idea who you're messing with. Who are you? We're the kind of folks who prefer to be left alone. The kind who don't brook no interference from strangers. Figures creep slowly out of the murk. Being able to see them better does not reassure you. Diplomacy. Difficulty 15. We're here to offer our services. If you want to fight, I'm happy to oblige. We're not looking for trouble, truly. Diplomacy. So Gimpy's got diplomacy. Got a little 10 or above. Not a 2d6. It's not easy. Fail. So Veronica's got a 9 or above, so come on, Veronica. And 8, of course. You have been found wanting. I'm sure you are, but the Queen will be the judge of that. Now drop your weapons and come with me. Fine, I'll yield. As you disarm, you find yourself at the mercy of the shadowy figures, even through the darkness you can make out the white teeth of the leader's cruel grin. This was a bad idea, Roland grumbles behind you. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Ivan shift ever so slightly to put you between him and your would-be assailant. Armand, a deep voice rings out through the caves. Then, backlit by torches, you notice a woman overlooking the scenes from a high ledge. We have guests, I see. I think it would behoove us to treat them with what hospitality we can muster, no? You hear the shadowy sentinels immediately sheathe or stow their weapons. Aye, my lady, the man called Armand calls back respectively. Respectfully. Guests, I would see you in my quarters. Do not keep me waiting. In Armand, let them keep their weapons. Any decent assassin would have shut you up long ago. Aye, aye, my lady. Armand offers a shallow bow. You heard the lady. Make yourself at home in our little corner of luxury. Armand gestures toward the tunnels beyond with a theatrical gesture. Look, we didn't get killed. What's the fastest way out of the rat maze? Afraid of the dark, are you? Don't like the rats nipping at your heels? Well, I suggest you get back to wherever you came from. Go northeast, northeast, and then north again. And don't come back. I see, thank you. He wants you for something, blah, blah, blah. Up to the Queen if you want something. Come here now. I'm guessing that's the queen? The lady in front of you holds herself with a disciplined ease, her chin tilted proudly up. This is clearly her kingdom, though you'd guess she'd look just as confident anywhere else. Now she is lounging on a throne made out of crates and covered in a black sail as they are hiding in the cave. Well then, what have we here? Come to seek an audience with the Rat Queen? Speak fast and true. I stumbled upon this place. Just so. How curious. You're clearly not from Idra. You've not made the mistake of attacking us. You appear not to know me. I would guess you're a mercenary, seeking answers or fortune now that Horan lies under shadow. I seek answers. I doubt you'll find much in these halls. Nonetheless, you are welcome to enjoy my hospitality and business. So long as your blade stays in your sheath and your tongue remains courteous. Queen takes a long draw from a hookah pipe as she stares intently at you. Thank you, milady. May I ask you some questions? I'll go where I like for now. I have questions. Be polite. You amuse me. I shall lend my ear for now. What is this place? A place for free spirits and the free flow of enterprise. The Empire would call us thieves, smugglers, and brigands, but the same Empire would rather starve thousands to death than upset the delicate balance of their taxes and tariffs. So instead, we scuttle about like rats in dark places. We gnaw at the foundations of that swollen corpse, but for all our mischief, they cannot help but love us. They writhe in our muck, in the rare spices, fine oils, exotic magics, and potent poisons that flow into the heartlands thanks to those like me. So please, cavort in pleasures most carnal while you are here. So while you're here, no secrets ever leave these halls. She offers a telling smile. I have more questions. And that's it, actually. Put out those poor little candles. It's a kiss? No, I don't think so. So where do I buy stuff? Oh, got a mercenary can hire for 1,000 gold. I don't think so. It's a kiss. I don't think so. There's stuff to like buy. Hey, you're not welcome as part of the underhalls. Queen's orders. Get out of here and don't let me catch you here again. Okay. The hall before you is crammed full of various trinkets and knickknacks, precariously balanced atop one of another. As you approach, a wiry young man with a horribly pockmarked face offers you an excited grin. On the hunt for some treasure, my fellow adventurer. Then you've come to the right place. Everything you'll see here has been carefully collected by yours truly. Gestures to the stall. You wouldn't believe the stuff just laying around out there. Only the other day, I found a one-of-a-kind necklace just discarded in the mud. It was next to a corpse, mind, but it was in no condition to argue, if you know what I mean. It is clear from the merchant's ramblings that his way of securing his wares isn't exactly legal. But what down here is, you suppose it won't hurt to find out more. I have some questions. He, excitedly licks his lips. What, want to know more about my treasures, do you? I'd be happy to tell you anything you want to know. Where'd you come across these treasures? Let's see what you have. Don't ask stupid questions. More importantly, you want to buy this stuff, don't you? So 2 fine daggers, we'll sell one. We don't need a scimitar. A short bow, I don't think that either. The ring. Gimpy is the right person to be selling this, right? It's going to get 28 for this. Oh, okay, apparently Veronica's the one to be selling this stuff. One good thing about the old games, you don't have to actually hear them say the same thing over and over and over and over and over. I don't know what you mean, Skybird. Hey, Fanny, welcome back. Why are the bows so short? Because they're meant for short people? And this is a stealth ring we don't need, so we'll get a little bit of money for that. Necklace. We don't need 5 ropes. Just need 4. So much stuff. Rusty bread knife. I don't think we need that. Scrimshaw. Don't need that either. Archon's eye. Pearl. Which one do we have? 14, almost 1,500 gold. Gauntlets of Diplomacy. Helmet of Willpower. Ring of Defense. So that's Dodge. That one's Stealth. Stolen this stuff. Survival Ring. Athletics Ring. Diplomacy Necklace. It's not the best stuff. Cat can steal something for us. Survival Ring? Diplomacy? It's Veronica. She doesn't have a necklace. That diplomacy one would be nice. So, what we're going to do is talk to this guy again. Answer questions. Let me see what you have. So, diplomacy necklace. She can steal this. Automatically succeed on this stealing. Because that's how good she is. And he didn't even notice or care, did he? So suspicion increased by 1. Take the survival ring. And I think that'll be good enough for now. Okay, so survival ring. Give that to the ranger. And the athletics, that'll go to Roland. Diplomacy necklace, that goes to Veronica. Ta-da. So diplomacy is up to 7. His athletics is up to 8. And his survival is up to 6. So works for me. Stealing from an honest merchant and ruining a small business. Yes. Don't big businesses do that to small businesses anyway? We're not a big or a small business. Well, we're technically a small business. Come across a conspicuously well-dressed man selling what appears to be an odd assortment of precious items and pieces of art. He looks remarkably out of place amongst the shadows of the underhalls. Hail and well met, he proclaims, tipping his hat at you. It's plain to me that you are people with a keen understanding of the finer things. What say you to peruse some of the finest art in all the empire? You can say these are all forgeries, but, whatever. Even the most superficial examination reveals that most of these art pieces are barely competent knockoffs and forgeries. In fact, the art dealer seems utterly unashamed by. His place here makes a lot more sense now. Might have some questions for you. Wish to see your wares. What do you do here beyond selling fake art? Dealer lets out a dramatic sigh. Alas, some of my wares may be of questionable origin, but make no mistake, I am no con artist. I am simply a man with a passion for strange and unusual objects, and the outer isles just so happens to be rife with them. Explorers find them, sell them on to me, and I make sure they reach buyers on the mainland for a fair price. Is that legal? Not exactly, but it pays well and keeps my customers happy. So if you find any strange items on your travels, be sure to bring them to me. He looks around conspiratorially, discreetly, of course. Some more questions. What do you do here? I don't get that. How did you end up here? Ah, surprised to find a man of such taste in a place like this, are you? He chuckles sadly. I once sold my wares in the silver halls of Wall. Only the very richest would even be allowed across the threshold of my establishment. Alas, for some reason I cannot fathom, the Empire took a dislike to the way I conducted my business, and I had to find a more discreet location. The man clears his throat nervously. Go on. Put simply, the underhalls are the perfect venue for a man of my caliber to blossom without the prying eyes of tax collectors and inquisitors. The scenery isn't exactly ideal, but I am resigned to suffer in silence. I see, mind if I ask some more questions? He tips his hat once more. I would be most delighted to assist. What would you like to know? See if I have artifacts for you. Yes, I'd be more than happy to see any curios you might be carrying. Rubs his hands together. I have this. Show the knot out. Don't sell that one to him. Look at this. Show the black deck. No, don't sell that one either. Why would I? No, we don't want to sell those to him. Sell that nautical field seal. I have this. I know this. The man eagerly examined the seal. This is a captain's seal from the Nautical Guild. They are quite protective of these, you know. I'll give you 1,000 gold for it. You're supposed to be holding on to this for reasons, though. Or is this the reason we're holding it onto it? Although, what purpose is money to somebody who can get pretty much whatever they want? Let's hold on to it. For now, let's talk a bit instead. Let's see what he has. So, masterwork, armored, gauntlets of intellect. So, +1 to intellect, only 1,300. Gloves of celerity, +2 to initiative. Fortitude for a hat. Ring of agility, so agility. Ring of diplomacy. Ring of crafting.
Damn it, Gimpy. Stop doing that.
I didn't say it. Not the word she was looking for. Oh, gems. Oh, these are all trinkets, so. So mostly rings. Like that. So Gimpy has a ring of lore. He has a ring. She doesn't have a ring. Being a paladin. She's got the thievery ring. Oh, Ron could use a ring. So paladin and cleric could use a ring. Let's talk. We should see your stuff. The wrong button. Let's talk. See what wares. See you, Skybird. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening. I'm trying to liberate Adams, but I think we might be a little too not in good standing. Let's talk a bit. See your wares. Maybe we can. So those are for intellect, those are initiative. This hat is for fortitude. That's agility, so that could help with dodging stuff, right? And that coordination, nimbleness, and dexterity. Diplomacy. Speed. Athletics. More athletics. So diplomacy. Veronica could use that. Steal. Fingers crossed. That will automatically succeed. Double sixes. Suspicion increased by 1. Rocket woke up and has realized Mrs. Gimpy's not here. He's not happy. So diplomacy. So we have this. Oh, willpower. When did we get that? You wear that for now. Okay, what else can we acquire things from? Looking for some steel? You stop before a slightly disheveled young man selling a variety of weapons and armor in a dimly lit corner of the hall. Oh there, free sword. He flashes you with a wasteland of spice-stained teeth and what passes for a smile. Fancy taking a look at some of my wares. Come back anytime, free sword, and remember, there ain't no better way of bringing respect than what cold steel buys you. I'd like to ask some questions. What can I do for you? How did you end up here? When your mother squeezes you out in the shit and mud on the back streets of Adler's and leaves you for dead, you're gonna have a fair few choices. I was lucky enough to be taken in by the queen herself. Saw something in me, did she? I probably wouldn't be standing here if not for her. His gaze goes distant in the way that teen boys sometimes do. You were saying? Anyway, seems I am here and all. If you're happen across any weapons that ain't partial to you, that you ain't partial to on your travels, make sure to drop by. I'm sure to have something more your style. I see you might have asked more questions. What can I do for you? Let me see your stuff. Fine great axe of defense. Accuracy +1. How's that defense? Oh, increases the dodge of the wielder by 1. So that would be a nice little upgrade for Roland. Oh, a mace. I don't know. We have a magical mace. Fine two-hander of celerity. Large sword that must be wielded right. Why is it celerity though? Ah, +2 to initiative. What's $2,000 for this? $2,000 for that too. Look at the armor. Chainmail of Lords, medium. Do I have any heavy armor? Bunch of medium stuff. There we go. So half plate, chainmail celerity, so it's an initiative thing. Half plate of stealth. Scale mail. Just bring the full plate again. Shield of athletics. Tower shield of healing, so +1 to healing. Composite bow of defense, so dodge. 4 composite bows. So what do we feel like borrowing? Axe for sure. We can use that. Oh. So this Grand Axe defense, so it just gives him dodge. He's using a one-handed axe right now. The damage range versus 2 to 11 versus 6 to 9. So the top end is a little higher, but the average damage isn't as good. And the crit is a little bit lower too. But I don't think the other one has dodge to it. This. Same deal. So what are you using? So his mace that he has is, or she has, is currently better. Where's armors go? She's wearing full plate, so it's gonna be kind of hard to beat. Half plate of stealth. That's just funny. Ah, the shield is better. Oh, no, wait, it's the same. She's got the bonus to healing, which isn't a big deal for her because Veronica does that. Let's see, what is he using right now? It's this thing. It's just a light axe. 6 to 9, accuracy is +1. Does +3 to base damage. That's why it's so good here. So again, it's not a big hitter, but it hits consistently. As you go, the shield. Yeah, it's the same. Except for it's just missing the healing thing. Mace. Yeah, it increases the dodge, so this mace is definitely better. As far as bows go, this is just a fine longbow. What's the other choice that he was selling? Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
It does. So bows. Composite longbow. Accuracy isn't as good. Damage is slightly better, 1 to 12 versus 1 to 10. That's what he has. Ashwork composite longbow defense. So slightly better damage. Crit is better. Accuracy is the same. And he gets dodge. What's $3 grand for this? I'm gonna see if she can seal this. Let's roll it. No, not Veronica. Cat. Let's roll 3 or better. I think she did. Under suspicion increased by 3. Oh, I think we're done here. I think we're done with the stealing. I don't think we're very welcome anymore. But that longbow. Oh, we were accurate fine longbow. Even better. So this isn't as accurate, but it does more damage and gives him dodge. Actually, she should use that. A cat should use this one. And she can't use it because why? Why can't she use it? Composite bow, because it's composite bow? It sucks. Well then. Looks like you're getting your longbow back then. Okay, so that. Scent of foreign spices and not quite familiar meats assaults your senses as you approach what appears to be a food stall. Your interest is noted by a red-faced woman who welcomes you with a wide, genuine smile. Fine day for some grub, wouldn't you say? She grins, gesturing to the array of mysterious meats on display. I've got something for everyone, from the delectable richness of city pork to the more comforting subtlety of the finest roof chicken. Roof chicken? And people actually eat this. Ha, like ravenous rats. Trick is, if you season it just right, it's all tastes like chicken anyways. So they keep filling my purse and I keep filling their bellies. What? If you say so, I have some questions. She offers you another kind smile. You may ask whatever you wish. Is this really safe to eat? Of course it is, she replies hastily as you stare at the food with no small amount of dubiousness. Everything you see here is the finest, almost fresh grub the Empire has to offer. Almost fresh? She shifts uncomfortably. Well, no one ever has lived to complain, if that's what you're worried about. No one's ever lived to complain. More questions. Show me your stuff. So apples, bacon, butter, cheddar, cured ham. So we can make more food out of this. And have Veronica do the buying. Because she can get 2. Yeah, no, we can both pay 2 for that. So take the meat there. Apples, don't worry about that. Bacon, eggs and bacon. Sure. This is not expensive stuff, so can use some butter too for stuff, I think. Cheddar, this is for making cheese sandwiches and stuff. Oh, wait a minute, I thought it was used for... I thought it was ham and cheese sandwiches. Oh, it is. So the cured ham and cheese go together. Eel. Roasted eel. Doesn't sound good. Oysters. Baked oysters. Pear. Eat it fresh, bake it in a pie, or make brandy from it. Oh, you can make brandy. Oh. I didn't know you could make alcohol. We got plenty of mushrooms. Redmond's the new fish. Snails. You want garlic and butter as part of hearty casseroles. Sure, why not? Spices. I think weren't we looking for spices? Let's see, squid. If they're not filling the bellies of the upper class, these slippery sea creatures are being harvested for their ebony-colored ink. Render wants 2 gold for it. Sure. Might as well get the oysters, I guess. Yeah, I guess the eel too. It's not expensive. And the apples. Okay. See, look, we cleaned her out. Legally, even. Not a thing was stolen from her. Sitting on the cold floor is a man in heavy chains. As you approach, he looks up and from underneath his long, unkempt hair, his eyes glint and the vaguest outline of a smile flashes across his face. Finally, I thought you'd never get here. What are you talking about? You're my ticket out of this hole, and not a moment too soon, I might add. The man shuffles to his feet and dusts himself off as if preparing to leave. First of all, I have no idea what you're talking about, and secondly, surely realize you're chained up. A minor inconvenience. The blind maiden has brought you thus far, and no doubt the rest of the solution to this little conundrum is about to present itself. Magos Droma is not fated to spend the rest of his life rotting away in chains. If the blind maiden favors you so, how did you end up in the soul? The maiden merely deals us our hands of cards. It is for us to play them. I perhaps played my last hand poorly. A small lover's quarrel stemming from a simple misunderstanding led to a series of unfortunate events that landed me here. He rattles his chains as if to emphasize his plight. But the maiden kisses me again, and here you are, my rescue. Oh, is that so? All I ask of you is that you intercede on my behalf to the Queen. Though she certainly loves me madly, she has also decided that I am to meet my end chained up in this oubliette shithole. After the briefest of moments, Iago loses his composure, and the slightest hint of desperation creeps into his voice. Hold on, I have some questions. He looks at you impatiently. What exactly are you chained up? Why exactly are you chained up here? Why indeed? His laughter comes out strained. As I said, it's nothing but a lover's quarrel, a trifle. I assure you, I am certain if you intercede on my behalf to the Queen and make sure to tell her that I'm terribly regretful, she will see reason and let me be on my merry way. I'm not sure I believe you. He looks at you impatiently. Why should I help you? Because Iago Droma is the finest captain to ever grace the outer isles with his sails. Besides, if you find another captain, brave or stupid enough to venture out to sea in these dire times, I shall dance on my mother's grave. He leans in and his voice drops. Horror stalks the depths around Idra. I have seen it with my own eyes. I know, it sunk our ship as we came in. Then you know what I speak of, the terror of Idra. Many a ship must have shared your fate in these last dark weeks. It fell upon us as well when we passed Silo's teeth. Many of my men were swept off deck, and large gouges were torn from the sides of my beautiful ship. Rocket's crying for his lost ship. What happened? Were it not for the grit of my crew and the blessed shipwrights who shaped the magnificent hull of the Oruda, we would have met our end as you did. Instead, we were able to slip through from its grasp and make our way past the reefs and into the shallower waters where the behemoth could not follow. What is the nature of this behemoth? There is not a sea on Warda untouched by Umbarian hulls. I do not deny that we whisper tales of such things when we are safe on dry land with a cup of wine in our hands, of things older than time that dwell in the unfathomable depths of the seas. But to hear of one in this age, and to encounter it no less, such things should not be. It is madness given form. Shadow passes over his face. Where's your ship now? We limped into a safe haven in one of this island's excellent, more private coves. My crew waits there as we make repairs and forage for supplies. Let's just say that there's a reason Idra is so prized amongst those who fly the black sails. He winks at you. So you're a smuggler then? Cat blurts out with not a little awe in her voice. Iago fixes her with sultry gaze. Why smuggler is such a vulgar term. I am a gentleman, a seigneur of the seas. What were you carrying? Do not think me a petty criminal for carrying proscribed goods. There are men and women in this empire who yearn for freedom from the yoke of their eunuch masters. Freedom costs blood, as well as steel and other more exotic wares. Men such as me provide them, as does the queen in her own way. We needed supplies, and since she and I are old friends, I made my way here to parlay a deal. No doubt I overestimated our friendship. I had some other questions for you. So I think this guy is the captain of that ship we found in the cave earlier. Because I think they were waiting for their captain, I think. Or something like that. I don't remember. I'll be back. I don't know what I'm going to say to this guy, but... We rest here? Can if we want, but we don't need to at the moment. Okay. That's where the queen is, right? Hey, you're not welcome here. Okay. We go this way then? Oh, that was the way in. I think. Yeah, this is the place the stuff is being sold. We didn't go this way yet. Come here, you little bastard. What? A tall, hook-nosed man with eyes like glowing coals and a thick mane of shaggy black hair is intently staring at a snake wrapped around his forearm as he slowly lowers a small mouse toward its gaping maw. Ahem. The man gives you a start, and both he and the snake hisses, annoyed at you. Insolent, can't you see I'm busy? As he talks, he palms the mouse, and in a feat of whatever, it seems to disappear. The snake tastes the air greedily and slithers into the sleeve of his robe and up his arm. I just came to trade. Not so quickly. The man's eyes narrow as a menacing smile creeps across his pale face. Would you consider this a horror game? Because of the Lovecraft stuff, or an adventure game with Lovecraftian overtones? It's not a horror game. I would say it's just got Lovecraftian overtones to it. I wouldn't call this a horror game at all. It's not that bad. Seeing as you are new here, your value is slightly above nil. I'll say this much. If you wish to pursue my wares, you must first perform the smallest of tasks for me. Go on. I require a rare and highly toxic a chemical ingredient that grows in these underhalls. The caps from the Calavexis fungus, commonly known as vomit cups. Beyond being a prized ingredient for poison makers, it also stinks like nothing you've ever encountered. That sounds unpleasant. Oh, it is indeed. That is part of the reason I'm asking you to do it. The other reason is they've become more difficult to harvest. You see, they grow in the caves right outside these very halls. That's indeed why I have momentarily taken up residence here. But the caves connect to domains lorded over by one of these Reaver chieftains, that Oleg fellow. To keep things civil, the queen has sealed off the cave and forbidden anyone to enter it. She would be most irate if I were to disobey her. You, however, are free to feign the fool's innocence. How do I get to these caves? The entrance to the caves is a barred gate at the end of a long hall of columns that lies just west of the Queen's court. There's a sentry patrolling the area, and you'll do well to avoid him. Once you pass the gate and enter the cave, you'll find a flooded chamber with exits leading left and right. Take the left one. The right one leads to Oleg's domain, and I dare say it's best avoided. Run along now. I require a small bag of them. Indeed, if you are fast and discreet, I'll even throw in a small bag of gold. Off you go. So that's why they keep blocking us to go down that hallway. He's got stuff here. So it's attunement tonics. We don't have. Can we craft those? Vitality, though. We got lots of healing potions. Always a tarp? No, it's just a quest thing. You have to sneak your way through there. Basically, you have to sneak past that guy up there, right? So, sneaky. Okay, so this is a wait turn thing. Cast a spell, hide. Already hiding. Pass a turn. Not too hard, for the most part. Don't know who you are, though. This is not a room we should be in, I think. Exquisitely crafted set of armor that no doubt belongs to the Queen of the Underhalls. Cat's eyes seem to sparkle as she admires it. Take the armor. You carefully remove the beautiful set of armor from the stand and stash it in your backpack. We're not thieves. This is heavy armor enchanted, so slightly better than what she has. Adds to her strength, lower encumbrance. So, ta-da. Now, what this means too is you can wear heavier armor. We're not thieves, we are recycling. Yes, well, nobody's obviously using it. I mean, it was just sitting there, so that means nobody's using it. Misclick.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
No, we're good. Turn off the lights. Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
Get up there. the lights. Can't see us now. Of course, we have nowhere to go now. Oh, we're actually supposed to be going on. See how sneaky we are? Locked. Why can't we pick the lock? Because we don't have a key. Where did we get the key from? Nobody mentioned anything about a key. Secrets from the center of the three. That's not it. Vomit cups. They are large green fungi that smell. He explains that they grow in caves adjoining the underhalls. These caves can be accessed through a barred gate west of the web. The area is off limits and a guard patrols it. Once past the gate, I should make a left. But how do you get past the gate? Pickpocket the sentry? I ain't gonna do that. Welcome back though. How are you gonna pickpocket him? Stop. You're not welcome in this part of the Underhalls. Queen's orders. Get out of here and don't let me catch you here again. Firmly escort you. Well. When I was stealthed, I wasn't able to, when you bump into him, nothing happens. Where would I get the key? Talk to this guy and say, hey, how to get past this? See your wares. Not until you finish your task. Now be off and do not return until you have a bag of disgusting fungi for me. Well, we have a problem. We need a key, because it's not letting me pick the lock. Can you not pick a lock while you're hidden? Actually, let's talk to the Queen, see what she has to say about her prisoner. Ask more questions. Amuse me. You amuse me, I shall lend my ear for now. I met a Iago. The Queen's eyes flash at you, and for a moment you feel as if lightning is about to strike. Then she relaxes back into her self-assured pose. That man is nothing to me. He is to rot at my pleasure. Why? What is this crime? The Queen casts a brief glance at a young man standing nearby. His face reddens and a faint smile plays across his lips. That is, until he realizes the hot water he's in and remembers an important task that needs doing somewhere else before scuttling off. Iago is a worm whose appetite is too big for his own good. Nothing else. What is your interest in him? He asked me to put in a good word for him to you. Has he now? Well, he is clever when that mood strikes him, and you'll certainly find no finer captain in the Outer Isles. For old time's sake, I shall offer him this much. The Harbor Master of Horin is no doubt food for the crabs, or at least for those beasts that roam the streets above. However, he kept meticulous journals and ledgers full of information that reflect poorly on my associates. It would be a shame, albeit not unlikely, that these ledgers might have been lost in the calamities that have swept Horin. What's this got to do with it? Where should we look for them? Harbor Master kept a storage of his records in the eastern tower that flanks the entrance to the harbor. Just follow the eastern jetty along the seawall until you arrive at the tower. With the current chaos that reigns above, I'm sure it is as easy as walking in and walking out again. Do this for me, and I'll consider sparing the life of that wretch of a manling. I'll consider it. I had more questions for you, though. Amuse me. About the ledger. Nope, that's it. So, more stuff to do. So how am I supposed to get past
Hey
this?
Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
Good timing. Good timing. Okay, well, let me take
This
a
break
break.
supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. The stream ends in 1 hour.
Okay, well, you heard her. We got about an hour or so to go, but I do need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go see what Rocket's up to, and I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching, and enjoy the dog video.